Every CA final May 25, those who are writing group 1 must and should watch this video. This is an eye-opener video for you with respect to your perception towards the subject on audit. In fact, you could see you could have seen the thumbnail on title also. You people are very greedy when it comes to audit subject. You're very greedy when it comes to audit subject. Generally, what is greed? Doing low and expecting high. That's what the greed means. What, having more expectations with little contribution. For a comparison, I explained this even when I'm teaching my marathon in my regular class also. I used to tell this, but I want to specifically do a video on this and convey how wrong, how such a wrong perception that you many of the CA final students are having towards a subject called auditing. How partial they are, I will show you. On an average, like, this question, sir, audit is not a scoring subject, sir. It is not at all. It is waste of time. It is waste of time investing on that. Yes, you might have heard of it. Many of you would have heard. And what happened in the recent November, you know very well. Okay. See, I'm not criticizing you. I just want you to observe certain facts. FR, AFM audit. Comparison we will do. In FR, you spend coaching approximately 270 hours, sir. 230, 242, 270. There are some coaching hours which are 350, 400, 450 hours are also there. In North, some faculties were there who were taking close to 400 hours. Okay. But average 270 I can take. Market average I can take 250 to 270. And you spend on revision approximately 250 hours. Close to 520 hours you're spending. AFM you are spending approximately close to 450 hours. But our so-called intelligent people, when they come to audit, they want everything within 120 hours. Not even 120. Some students I still wonder, sir, is there any crash batch or EO batch for 70 hours in audit CA final? Hey, how do you think we can cover in 70 hours the syllabus? The audit syllabus is so huge. It's not like what you think. Don't get tempted by 200 pages short materials that are circulating in the market. They will not work in all circumstances. If the paper is very easy, luckily from whatever you studied in that book comes, maybe you may get through. But if paper, if at all, institute want to tough little above average, or if they want to test, tough, those books will not stand. Those who are purely depending upon those books, it will not work out. You want it within 120. Not, in fact, I put a higher number 120. People want it within 100 only. And hardly 100 hours to 120 hours only they revise, where in audit they hardly spend 220 to 250. For your sake, I will round it up to 250 hours. This is the maximum time where many students spend on audit. Just cross check in your case. And how much they score? Beautiful students. How much they score? In FR, they score somewhere 45 to 40. Actually, in the recent exam, FR also 40 only many scored. Audit AFM also they score 45 to 60. I'm telling you, normally those who are spending this much time, how much they are scoring? 45, 50. Coming to audit, they score somewhere between 30 to 40. 30 to 40. And when you ask them about audit, why you scored low, what is the answer they tell? Auditing is not a scoring subject. Auditing is not a scoring subject, dry subject, boring subject. You should slap yourself first. Okay. Look at the number of hours you spend for audit as a whole year throughout the preparation journey. Look at the number of hours you spent on FR and AF. Honestly, those who are saying auditing is a theory subject, non-scoring subject, you have the right to say that only when you score 80 in FR. But you don't score 80 in FR. You are actually basically average in everywhere. You think you are dull in audit. No, you are basically dull in everything. You don't accept it. Okay. See, by the way, you are dull not because of your intelligence, but because your efforts are not sufficient. That's the reason why you're scoring low. Like I always see these kind of students, like, sir, auditing is a scoring, not scoring subjects, a dry subject. Tell me how much you got in FR. 45 I got. You want to say auditing non-scoring subject? Prove me in FR with 80 score. Then say that auditing is a non-scoring. In FR and all, hardly you get 10 marks better than compared to audit. But for which you are spending double the time than audit. Almost you are spending double the time on audit, yet you are scoring only 50, 55. Worst scenario. So wake up. Okay. Stick to proper coaching classes if at all you're going for coaching. Give equal attention just like how you give for FR. I bet, I challenge, I promise you, mark my word, if you spend on audit just like the time you spend on FR and AFM, you will score not less than 70, minimum 70 you will score. And I'm telling you, the risk of scoring less in audit is very, the risk of scoring less, is low. Risk of scoring high is also very high in audit, provided, what's the complaint they tell? Sir, no matter how much ever we study, we don't understand. You don't understand because you didn't get a faculty like me. I proudly tell you, show me any of my student complaining that auditing they didn't understand after attending my class. See, I will tell you how to get a command on the subject. I will teach. By the way, right now there is an offer going on. Okay, so 6,000 rupees bumper offer is going on for CA inter audit, where you will get all the materials class. Okay, I'll talk about it at the end of the video. Fine. You go and see my marathon. First, you go and see my marathon. If at all you have not watched my marathon on CA final audit, go and see my marathon. Believe me, I will change your perception on the audit. The first perception on the audit of yours, that audit cannot be understood, I will change it. First point. Second one, I will create an interest for you on the audit subject, curiosity that you never had in audit. Third one, you should start investing, revising, just like how much ever time you are giving for FR and FM. I am telling you, my dear, auditing will never cheat you. If you invest equal time like FR, whether you will score in FR 60, 70 or not, I don't know. But in audit, you will damn sure score. Mark my word, mark my word. Spend like this in audit and then tell me. Some students, they come and say, sir, every attempt I spent on an average 150, 150. Hello, man. In every attempt, how much you score, you spend, that doesn't matter. In single, for a particular attempt, how much time you invested. I am talking about for a particular attempt, how much time you are supposed to give. In fact, for the first attempt, if you give this much time, and for audit, if at all, you're able to give 300 to 350, not even equal like 300 to 350 hours, if you're able to give some 130 to 140, 150 hours of coaching time, where who gives a solid content, who do not skip. Best example, I can give a solid content. I give a solid content. I will not leave any particular topic, nook and corner I cover with real practical examples. Getting it? Solid coaching, if you take from a solid book, if you prepare by investing as a whole 300 to 350 hours, which is 25 to 30% lesser time than FR and AFM, mark my word, you will be scoring minimum 70 marks in audit. The chance of scoring 70 marks in audit after investing 300, 350 hours for a particular attempt is extremely high. But the chances of scoring 70 marks in FR and AFM, even after spending 400, 500 hours on each subject, the chance of scoring is moderate. You can cross check yourself. Don't be greedy when it comes to audit. Greedy means what? You want to finish everything in 100 hours and want to score 60. How it will come? And you will complain that it's a dry subject, boring subject, non-scoring subject. First, you spend time. And coming to, like, those of you who are looking for any, particular classes, for example, for the November attempt. Just a minute. Yeah. So, you see, this is the actual video index. This is nothing but the order in which you need to watch the class. I will come up with a separate video on CA final audit preparation strategy for the May attempt. What topics to be studied, in which order you should study, all that. Very recently, I have completed these recordings in the October 2024 month. I completed. By the way, these recordings were based upon the latest material of ours, where two chapters we got amendment in NBFC audit and specialized area. Those two chapters we have not amended here. That's why in the video index, for those who enrolled in Google Drive, we have highlighted like this. We have highlighted like this in the video index. This is highlighted. Highlight means what? New videos will be uploaded from 10th March. Okay. Same way, NBFC audit also. And I feel so bad about these students. Sir, amendments. Array, NBFC audit weightage is hardly 5 to 6 months. Last attempt, so much, all that people did. Hangama. How much NBFC audit weightage is 6 marks only. Okay. Specialized area weightage is 3 marks only. I think in the last attempt, it was there. Some theory question was there. 3 marks or 4 marks question is there. That's it. Rest 90 marks of the syllabus. Sorry to say. Out of 120, just 105 marks syllabus is exactly same. Sir, so many new questions were added in ICI, TYK. They are all past RTP, MTP questions only. Ethics, you go and see, almost 20 questions were newly added. They are all past RTP, MTP, which I have covered in my question bank, which I have covered in my MTP, RTP already. Many of them are covered. So beta, there is no change in the audit syllabus majorly. 95% of the syllabus, or maybe conservatively 90% of the syllabus is intact. No changes at all. Only NBFC audit, only specialized areas. Specialized area is not an amendment, my dear. It's a replacement of new standard. Old standards were removed, new standards, new 800 series were brought, old 800 were removed. It's a drastic change. But NBFC audit, slight amendments were there. But still, what I'm going to do for those students who are already existing, getting coaching, and recently, whoever have enrolled in the past 15 days, especially getting it, nothing, even upcoming students also, whoever is going to enroll, you will get classes which is old one. Basically, for NBFC audit specialized before amendment class, you will get, but anyhow, highlighted, you please ignore it. Anyhow, for our students, an introduction video for the course is already done on the Google Drive, it is there. Okay, so you can ignore it. Recall you study in February ending or March mid, probably March mid only it will take. By March mid, these two topics you will be getting. And anyhow, in the month of January ending or February 5th or 10th before maximum, okay, I will be giving an updated amended material only for the amendments. Only for the amendments, I will give an amendments material, and like it's called maybe incremental question bank. It's called as incremental question bank. That also I will release a PDF which is on open source. Okay, and you see the total amount of my class is 149 hours. Remember, don't conclude it. 149 is including question bank and revisions, especially at the standards topic and all. I do cumulative revision multiple times. I do revision in standards, especially getting it. Actual class, actual concept class is only 130 hours. So approximately 20 hours are for question bank and revisions within the class itself. Once a standard is discussed, then and there we revise maximum. If it all that too, it's a lengthy standard. Moreover, when you're discussing the standard, cumulatively we discuss it. And I am telling you, give enough attention to audit. At least 70% of the FR time that you are allocating, right? Allocate to audit rather than 30-40%. Don't be partial. I am telling you, audit subject will pay off you more than FR, more than AFM. Mark my word. And see, since I'm an audit faculty, since I have to push my sales, I'm not saying this. You just cross check in your case how much time you spent on FR, how much time you spent on audit as a whole, and cross check with your result how much you scored in FR, how much you scored in audit. Logically, it will appear. That's it. Okay. So, long story short, spend, give, if not equal importance, 70% importance to audit, just like how we are giving to FR. It will definitely pay you back. Okay. And coming to the offer, like for example, I'll just show you my course, CA Final Audit course. So this is a CA final audit course which we have. So which is actually 8.5, but now offer is going on. Okay. Almost we are keeping this offer until January ending to February 10th. It will be there. Mostly the offer will be there. Initially we thought of stopping it with the 250 students originally. Later we increased it to 750. Now we increased it to 1500 students. Getting it already. Honestly, 400 plus students have been enrolled. Honestly. Okay. So in the past 10 days itself. So this offer is open for another 1000 students pakka. Okay, and mark my word, take classes this one. Believe me, the fear that you have on audit subject and the lack of curiosity that you lost on audit, the curiosity that you lost in audit, okay, I will bring back. Interest I will bring back. Command I will bring back. How to revise I will tell you. Everything I will tell you. I just want your time and energy. The 300 350 hours of time I want. 150 hours for question bank solving, revision, and concept you give me. I will take care, handle coaching part. Another 150 200 hours revision plan I will give you for audit. You stick to it. All of us together, let's bag an exemption in audit. Forget about exemption. 70 plus I want. 60 plus is very common for me nowadays. 70 plus, 80 plus, and if possible, if you're ready to work, I personally mentor you. If at all those of you planning for 90 plus, mark my word, reach to me. Okay, I will create one Telegram group with an audit 90 plus target, and I will give you daily targets. May not be daily, weekly targets. Getting it. So we'll work on it. Okay. Why we can't score 90? Why can't we score 90 plus in audit? We can absolutely score. Only thing is give time and energy, just like how we are giving for FR, just like how we are giving for AFM. That's it. Okay, so all the very best, do well, and I'll come up with a separate video very soon regarding preparation strategy. What is the preparation strategy for audit? All that already recently CA final preparation strategy for May 25, I already gave a video. You watch it, you can plan your preparation for the next 4 months, whatever time available, 3.5 4 months, whatever is available, you can plan beautifully. Okay, that's it.